Alright, now I've got the onions and the bell pepper off the grill. And as you can see, they are nice and crispy.
Right.
You can see all that caramelization.
I saw that
coming
right out.
If only if all you out
look
there
at
could
that.
smell this. It's great.
That looks
it's
awesome.
Gorgeous. Alright, so pretty much all you're really going to do with these is just peel off the black skin.
Here, let me do this one.
Oh, thank you. And you get that nice.
Oh, look how nice and soft.
Whoa.
Smells like French onion soup.
Alright, we got our big bell pepper.
And what did you do there? You steam. Tell me what you did.
Yep,
You pulled
I
it
had
off.
it in a bowl with plastic wrap over it because
Okay.
right when it comes off the grill, you do that, and that'll just kind of let it steam for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Just to kind of loosen it all up.
Finishes the process.
Finish it off, exactly. All right, now with this guy, you can pretty much grab the seeds and just pull that right out.
Oh, I love it. So easy. And the same thing if you would have done it on your
Same thing
your
for any of
range.
it. Like,
Can
if
I
you
leave
did
that on there, or do you want to peel
No,
that?
you can leave that whatever you
looks
want.
good.
Yeah.
I like that little crispy crunchiness.
All right, now we'll cut the bell pepper just in half so you can open it up.
Okay.
Check
While
for
you're
any
doing
more
that, I'm going to
seeds.
chop up this raw bell pepper.
Perfect.
For the pico.
Perfect. And then pretty much with the skin on the bell pepper, see if it's loose enough, you can just peel it right off. And if it's not loose enough, you can just take your knife and just kind of, not really rough, just gently scrape it.
All right, well then I'm going to start dicing up this avocado.
Perfect.
And I'm just going to go ahead and I like to just kind of run my knife around.
Yeah.
And you should be able to just twist it real gently and it should come apart just like that.
That's a beautiful.
And I'm going to keep the seed in like you said.
All right.
Until it's time to take that one out. And then I'm just going to run my knife through and kind of just go all the way through, but not all the way through the skin.
Right.
And kind of make that grenade effect to it.
You got it. Take back
And
in
I'm just
there.
going to pull these out. Is that okay? Go ahead and put them in?
Yep. Go ahead and put it right in there.
Right. Just going to run my knife bottom here.
All right. Now with the grilled onions that I have, after we peeled them, you just got to give everything a dice.
Gotcha.
And it doesn't have to be a perfect dice. Then we'll
Or
put it in our
mixed in.
tomatoes, yeah. And then, tomatoes, you can just grab a nice little whisk, just kind of mash it down a little bit.
Good deal.
You don't even have to if you don't want to.
Yeah.
It's all up to
Again,
you.
it depends how chunky you want
Yep.
it, et cetera, et cetera. All right. And I'm going to take out the seed, and I just like to take it, tap it, and twist it. And let me see. Oh, today, there we go.
There it is.
All right. All right.
All right.
Now, at MindStream, the kids that come here, do they work with the garden? Do they learn how to
They do a little
things
bit,
like
yeah.
that?
We've got them in there helping weed and everything like that. Even if they do want to go home and have a garden, we teach them tricks how to grow it and everything in the soil. But yeah, it pretty much is just kind of like, this is what it looks like. This is what everything
This is
looks
why
like
you
in
want
the
to
ground.
eat this, right?
Exactly.
Versus the stuff that's in a can.
All right, so now we've got our tomatoes, our onions and peppers all cooked.
Perfect.
In the same
oh,
pot.
that looks so good.
Then we'll take our raw ingredients, cilantro, jalapeno, and green onions, and we'll add it right in there.
Oh, that looks excellent. And again, I mean, that's going to feed. That could feed 6 to 8 people easily.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Easily.
and even if you're having some kind of get-together sporting event where you need a dip, you can just throw this all right in a bowl. You can even add a little bit of plain non-fat yogurt as a substitute for sour cream, and just mix it in there. It'll be very creamy. You can throw in black beans, kidney beans, whatever kind of beans you like. If you even like chickpeas, throw chickpeas in here. That's fine. Whatever you like.
Great. Oh, that looks good.
Now, pretty much, that's practically it.
And we're gonna salt. Are we gonna salt and pepper it? And
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Okay, right.
Just go ahead and taste it. I'm not going to be stingy with it. And then you just kind of adjust the seasonings as you go.
That's great. I love the roasted. I love the roasted peppers in it. I like there's some crunch in it. That is good. Oh, and then you can. And I like how the cilantro comes out. It's still bright because you haven't cooked it down.
Exactly.
It's awesome.
That's exactly what you're looking for. And right now, there's no salt and pepper in it. Me, I've kind of trained my palate to not really use a lot of salt and pepper. However,
right.
if you want to put some in, please do.
Yeah, absolutely.
The biggest misconception with salt is, everyone's like, it's bad for you, but it's only bad for you in excess amounts.
Right.
Like when you get a plate of something, you take a shaker and you
before you
start
even taste it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And exactly. But salt, its main purpose is really to help bring out the flavors, not be the flavor.
Not be the flavor, yep.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So I am going to put a little bit of salt in this. It's definitely going to be less than a teaspoon. I got a shaker, 2 shakes.
Wow, that's awesome.
And that'll just help kind of just really run
Pull it all
everything together.
Yep,
Exactly.
Absolutely. And now what are we going to put this on top? I see we have a piece of mahi.
We have a piece of
here,
grilled
right?
mahi over there.
Perfect. And this is about, what size? I mean, this looks like a perfect size portion.
Yeah, that's about, from 5 to 6 ounces.
Awesome.
That's
and is that like, is that standard? Like,
that's standard. Usually at a restaurant, they'll take anywhere from...
I know what we do at the restaurant.
It could be 6 to 8 ounces, or it could be a lot more.
Exactly.
Now, if you're trying to watch your calories, or you're just trying to keep portion sizes down, 5 to 6 for white fish.
Okay.
But then if you get a fattier fish, such as salmon, tuna,
That's
anywhere
good stuff.
from 3 to 4 ounces.
Okay. All right.
And now, you can leave the salsa like this, or you could run it through a food processor or a blender and make it a very fine
absolutely.
salsa if you like. So, if you're not really digging all the chunks, you don't really like having the cilantro in your mouth like that,
Right.
please feel free to blend it. And yeah, the versatility of this salsa is just going to be unbelievable.
And what do you think the fat grams are in that? Like, there's nothing basically, right?
I didn't even use any oil to cook anything.
No, you didn't.
Because usually you have to factor that in, especially when you're counting calories.
Absolutely.
And usually fresh vegetables and fruit, we just tell
There's
people
nothing
don't
really
worry
in there.
about it.
That is as low fat as, I can't even think of anything that's in there that would have fat in it, because it's all vegetables.
Pretty much. And truthfully, how many people have you met like, oh, I gained all my weight on fresh salsa?
Yeah, exactly. It's those chips that do it.
Yeah, exactly. It's the chips and everything else that does it.
Pero de mayo, vida del verde color, la niña huele el perfume de los jardines en flor, nacieron los ruiseñores.